Today we'll be adding more visuals, which we'll put together as our report, right? So we've created a chart for segment by revenue. We've created a chart for top 10 cities by revenue. Let's add more charts, right? Then, since we're asking ourselves the questions we are trying to visualize, we can go back to our working sheet to get more things we want to visualize, right? So looking at this, okay, let's start from the beginning. So yeah, so we have a shipment mode, right? So I want to know what shipment mode is the most used shipment mode, right? I want to do the visualization to find out. Then another possible thing I can do is to check for region, what product category, what's the sub-top category, what's the product that is giving us our highest profit. Those are some of the things we can actually look at. So yeah, let's quickly do something. Yeah, you can actually decide to create on a new sheet, right? By going back, Control A, highlight everything, and then paste on a new sheet, right? Then you can also decide to copy the previous one, paste, and continue. It's actually easier, right? So quickly, let's dive in. So let me uncheck what we have there. Yeah, we have revenue, and we have states. Yep, I want to check states. Okay, so because I copied it, so let me bring in something else first of all. So let's say we want to look at profits, right? Let's say we want to look at profits, right? By, let's say profit by ship mode. Yeah, ship mode. Yeah, so all I just did was to click on it, then I removed the field. So you can remove the field. So that was how I was able to like remove the field for the state that we had there. So I've replaced it with ship mode, right? I want to know what ship mode is giving us our highest profit. And from what we have here, standard class ship mode is giving the highest profit. And it's so high, like the difference is so high. Like, okay, another thing again you should notice, there's a way for you. Let's say what we have here is the sum of profits, right? Let's say I want to see this result. I want to see these things in percentage, right? To do that, all you have to do is to right click on those numeric variable you have here, then you right click. When you right click, show value as percentage of total. That will automatically turn the sum or whatever value you have there, that will turn it to percentage. But let's say we don't want to work with percentage. So yeah, we change it back to no calculation. There are actually different calculations here depending on the one you want to do, right? But what we are not using any of those calculation, and my dollar sign is gone. So I could just do Control Z to go back to the way it was before. So now, let's bring in a chart. The column chart, the bar chart will work here. Even the pie chart or doodle chart is still going to work here. So let's insert recommended charts. So on our recommended charts, we can use any of those charts, right? We can use any of those. So yeah, I have those. So I can rename this. I can rename this to ship mode, ship mode, ship mode by profits. I'm very sure if you are the owner of those business, you definitely make sure that standard class ship mode, right? It's effective because it's giving you the highest, it's giving you you are getting your highest profit from standard class ship mode. So definitely you want to like stick to the standard class ship mode. Yeah. So so all I have to basically do here is to edit my charts, right? Is to turn off, turn on, format the bars to get to my taste, right? To whatever I want. So I currently don't want the horizontal axis, and also I want the data labels, right? So data labels, turning on data labels is going to give me values on the bars, right? Or on the column if it's a column chart you are using. So yeah, so this is okay the way I want it. But those colors, right? I want to change the color. So I highlight the bars. Highlighting the bar is different from highlighting the chart, right? When you highlight the chart, this is highlighting the chart. So when I go to format and I change the fill color, you're going to see what's going to happen. You see, the whole chart is changing because I highlighted the whole chart, right? But now what I want to do is the bars. I'm working on the bars. So you click directly on the bars, right? So now the bars are highlighted. So I can go to format. Now I can pick my shape view, right? I can pick my shape view. So yeah, this is my shape view. Then I want the highest to have a different color, like a darker shade of other, like of the darker shade, right? So to do that, I just highlight the standard class bar, go to insert, then I give it a darker shade. Yeah. But now you can see that we have standard class as the highest, followed by second class, then followed by first class, then before same day delivery. But I want it to be ordered, right? I want whenever you're looking at the chart, you're seeing your bars accordingly, like you're seeing it from the highest to the smallest, or from smallest to highest. So to do that, you go back again to the numerical side, the quantitative side, right click as usual, then source from smallest to largest, yeah. And that automatically took first class off and same day delivery down. So yeah, so those are charts. It's sorted out currently. Yeah, so I've created bar charts, like I've created like 3 bar charts, right? I think we should try out some other charts. Specifically, let's look at line charts, right? Yeah, so I copy. So let me just create a new sheet so you know that it's not just copying and pasting. That's not the only way. You can actually go back again, create a new pivot table, but just make sure you label the sheet, right? Label the sheet properly. So or let's say you don't even want to create a new sheet. I want to use an existing sheet. Yeah, let's work on using an existing sheet. So yeah, going back to the working sheet, Control A as usual, Control A as usual. Then you go to your insert, then pivot table. Right, when you get to pivot table, you will see the new worksheet and existing worksheet. So now, let's say we already have an existing worksheet, analysis and visualization. Let's say we want to stick with our existing worksheet, right? Then I don't need to stick with, I don't need to leave the new worksheet highlight ticked, right? I have to tick existing worksheet. So yeah, I go and I tick on existing worksheet. Now you can see here it's asking me for location. So where is this location you said is existing, right? So to do that, I go to the sheet. First of all, I need to go to the sheet before I can access the cells, right? So now I go to the sheet, analysis and visualization, and immediately I picked on that sheet, you'll see on the location, you can see analysis and visualization. This is saying that this particular sheet is highlighted. Now I have to pick a cell, like I have to pick cell, right? I have to pick cell where this pivot table is going to be located. So to do that, I quickly come here. Then let's say I highlight, this is the area I want the this is where I want the pivot table to be. So yeah, I've selected the cell, first of all, I selected the sheet and then highlighted the cell where I want it to be. So now I hit OK. Yeah, voila. So we have our pivot table here. We have our pivot table here. So now I want to work on profits. I want to know the profit trend, right? So now I have to go to the date column. Yeah, the order dates. Now, because that's the data type, that's the thing about data type, right? Which is one of the consideration you should make before you start your visualization, right? Look at the data types you have. Now we have this is a date data type, both the order date, the ship date, any of them you want to use, right? Just that the order date is the date the order was made, then the ship date is the date the item was shipped out. Looking at the ship date, order date, any of them that you pick you want to work with. Now using it for analysis, we can see that there is an error somewhere. 1, 3. So when you open this, you get to see the quarter. When you open the quarter, you get to see the month. Then when you open the month, you get to see okay, January 2014. So when you get to click on it, you get to see more information in there, right? If you get to open, it's more like you opening a box, right? And you get to see the content of each of the box. So, but then we have something funny here, right? And there's no data point attached to it. There's no profit here. So we can actually remove this, right? But you can't just delete in pivot table like that. So one way we can do that is to use those filter icon here, click on it, then uncheck those funny variables you have, right? So this is one of them, this is one of them. So this is more like we filtering it out, right? So you filter out and okay. Then the next thing is to let's bring in the chart. And like I stated in this is an error, right? This is an error. So that's one good thing about data cleaning. It's an iterative process. You can actually be analyzing your data and then you realize that, oh, this is not okay, right? You can go back to edit what you've done before or to clean the data again, then come back and continue your process. When I talked about data, the chart used for specific type of data, right? For this particular one, the best chart that suits this particular task is to use the line chart, right? It's going to show us the trend of sales. This is actually trend of profit. It's going to give us a trend of profit. So let's insert, let's say recommended charts, line chart, right? We're using a line chart. So yeah, so those are line charts. You can see it's giving what it's supposed to give. So yeah, so you hide off field button. So this is a sales trend for 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. So let's say we want to leave it for just years, right? We can leave it like this. But no, I want to like see the trend based on months, right? Or let's say quarterly. So to do that, you come to this your axis categories, right? Axis category, because this is where you have all of this information. So now you come to your axis category. Let's say I don't want the year, right? I don't want the year. Let's say I just want to stick with the months we have, right? So to remove the year, all I just have to do, highlight it, then remove field. That has been removed. Then I don't want the quarterly basis, so can let that go. So it's getting better, right? Okay. Okay. So okay. Okay. So yeah, we have to like remove more. So remove, and then we still have the year, right? So remove, this is turned into something. So quarter, I don't want the quarter, remove. Oh, so I ended up removing everything. That's not a big problem. We can still come back, right? We can still come back to that. So yeah, let me remove this funny data point. That's data point we have here that was just added, right? We can take it off, take it off, take it off. Then okay. So now I don't want the year, right? You click on the year, you remove. We don't want quarter, so we remove quarter. Yeah, so this is what I want. So you can take this other data type off. So yeah, so this is the sales trend, right? We can see this is the sales trend all through the year. Oh, this is actually our profits, right? So this is the profit trend all through the year. So profit trend. So yeah, those are profit trend. So we can see that for this business, they have their highest profit trend towards the end of the year, right? And the peak profit period is November, right? So we can turn on data points if we want. You can always test and see if it's something you want to add, right? Now, adding these here is giving a lot of information at the same time, which is not necessary. So we can go back and turn it off. So yeah, so the dollar sign, I want it back here. So highlight, then currency, yeah. So that the dollar will be on the y-axis. So yeah, I have my sales string. Let's add colors to those let's add color to the line. Let's change the color actually. Rather, let's change the color. So we are sticking with this. We are doing this color. Okay. 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 So the colors are not coming up. So let's find out why. So let's go to format data then. Yeah, okay, format data works, right? So yeah. So this is what we have for the profit trend. There are a lot of things we can possibly do from those data, like to find the top products, yeah, products that is giving the highest profit or product category with the highest profit. We can quickly do that. Then we go straight to creating a report or a dashboard, right? Okay. So yeah, let us go. So let's uncheck ship dates. Then so what we want, okay, let's check out for products. Let's say product category. So product category, yeah, here is the product. Let me check this out. Yeah, product category. Product category with the highest profit. So blank here, you can see it doesn't have any data points here, right? So we can uncheck. Yeah, we can uncheck that. So let's get a chart for this. Okay, I think at this point, let's use a column chart, right? Let's use a column chart. So we can edit this chart to look better. There's no need for a legend and there's no need for a grid line. Then we can turn on data label. Yeah, we can turn on data labels. Then we can turn off our y-axis. Oh, sorry. Okay, the vertical axis. Yeah, that's the y-axis. So yeah, we can also turn this, remove this. It's not actually removed, it's we had to hide it. So yeah, so let's sort this as well. This is part of you formatting your data, right? So okay, let's make it largest to smallest. So we can call this product category by profit. Product category by profit. Product category by profit. So now we can decide to change the colors of the bar. Columns actually. This vertically is column, right? It's a column. So yeah. So this is the bar. So let's give the highest column actually. Let's give it a darker shade. So yeah, so we have the product category by profit. Now let's say we are creating let's call this that slash reports. So dashboard slash reports, yeah. So so there's a difference between a dashboard and a report, right? So dashboards are usually more like live, usually contains live data. You can slice and all of that in a dashboard. But reports, you have static, like you don't have a live data in a report. And also there's little or no, you can't slice, right, in a report. So but what we'll be creating, I'll just show you how to like use the slicer, right, how to add slicer and how to format your slicer as well. So let's bring in all of our charts, right? It's all of these charts that make up the report or the dashboard. So to get the chart, all I just have to do is to Control C, then go to the report. But before I bring in what I just copied, I want to have a space. Let's say the space where I want those report. Let's say I want the reports to be here. So let's give it a different color. So let me say this. Okay, let's have it like this for now. So all I just did was to highlight, then go to theme color, then I picked this color, right? So yeah, now I can Control V. I can paste what I copied. So yeah, so here is the top 10 cities by revenue. I want to get all of the charts I have here. So Control C, Control V, right? Let's see what we have down here. So shipment mode. Okay, this ship mode, right? Okay, let's turn off the grid lines. Well, you can decide to leave them if you want it, right? If you like the grid line, you can decide to leave it. So yeah, Control V. So trend, Control C, you go to your reports. So let's say we want it here. Let me just come here, Control V. Then we have the last one, which is a product category by profit. So Control C, then come here, Control V. right? So this has been pasted here. So I can cancel this pivot chart fields. So I can let that go. So now all I have to do is to start formatting my charts, right? So however I want it. So now let's make the smaller, right? Let's also make this other chart smaller. Okay, so I need to let's get more area. So let me add this. Okay, so here is the profit trend. So here's our profit trend. So I can quickly turn off the grid lines. Yeah, I can quickly turn off the grid line. Then Control Z. So quickly, let's bring this down here. And this is actually the wheat is kind of okay. So let's bring this here. Okay. Okay, so the bottom is looking like something. So let's have the ship mode first. Let's say I want to have my ship mode here. Then segments by revenue. So I can make this. Okay, I want the bars to be smaller. Then so we can have more space. Yeah, so that's just basically it. You just arrange your charts, right? Just arrange the charts. Yeah, so that one is good. So I can, okay, okay, so we can have this here. Um, um, okay, just for space, I can, okay, so I can take this up. I want to bring the cities by revenue and bring it down. Then let's have this here. So I can make this smaller. You can decide to edit yours anyhow, right? That not like anyhow, but a way that is good. Just try something, do something, and just do something right, and make sure they are aligning, make sure they are cool to the eyes as well. So your audience will be able to like read what you are doing. So yeah, this is what I have. So yeah, this is what I currently have. I can maybe edit it later to better suit how I want it. But quickly, I am okay. We also need to bring in a title for the report or the dashboard we are trying to build. So yeah, to do that, you go to insert, then just it's more like you inserting a rectangle or a text box, right? You can use a text box. You can decide to use a rectangle, any of this rectangle, yeah, but let's use a text box. So let's use this text box. So we have supermarkets. Let's say sales data analysis. Sales data analysis. So yeah, sales data analysis. So I can make this bold. I can change, give it a color of Ctrl Z. Let's say I just want the text to have the color right, and also increase the font size. So let's say that's the font size I want to do, right? So okay, so okay, so the the um the text box has a color, right? White. We can actually go and edit and remove the color we have there. But very quickly, there's something I want to talk about, which is the slicer, inserting of slicer, right, into your dashboard. Yeah. So now slicer and filter, they perform the same function, right? Just that the filter, it's working back end, because now this is like the front end. Let's say you want to share to the stakeholder, to your audience. This is like the front end, right? So they are seeing this front end. They can't see all of those filter, all of those stuff we did at the back end where we have the table, right? So the filter tend to work at the back end, but slicer is just like for the front end, for your dashboard, right? You can use it to like slice what you have there. So now let's quickly insert a slicer. So to bring in a slicer, since the whole charts here, they were created with a pivot table. To bring in a slicer, it's just to click on any of the charts, right? Any of them at all will work. So any of the slicers, they are okay. So any of the slicers, when you, sorry, any of the charts, right? Any of them at all you click is going to give you the same result in terms of creating your slicer. So yeah, so the pivots analyze, when you click on any of the charts, you get to see the pivot analyze, right? Click on the pivot analyze and you will see insert slicer, then insert your slicer. So now when you want to insert a slicer, it shows you all the table, right? All the tables you have. Remember, we have the row ID, order ID. These are the tables, the columns we have in our table. So now I want to pick what we want to have as a slicer. So now I want us to have, let's say region, right? Let's say region, so that if you are any of the region manager, you'll be able to slice to see, okay, what's happening on my region, what's giving me more profit on my region, and all of that. What's the profit trend on my region, right? So now we've created a slicer. So yeah, this is slicer. So this is a slicer. So now, but if I click on central, if I click on East, you see that the only chart that is being affected is the segment by revenue. That's because that was the chart I selected to create the slicer. But for the slicer to work on all of the charts we have here, we have to connect the slicer to all of the charts. We have to connect them. So to do that, you click on the slicer that was created, then you'll get to see on the slicer tab. When you click on the slicer, you'll get a slicer tab, right? Click on the slicer tab, then go to report connections. When you go to report connection, you will see these are all the pivot tables we created, right? So it's to check them in, check all of these in, right? Check all of the pivot. Okay, 3 pivot table. Oh,